All right. Hi, I'm Austin Eartham.
And hi, I'm Taylor Patton. Welcome to Kitchen Table Podcast.
We're here to motivate, educate, and relate to you guys, sharing our stories, helping you get 1% better in all areas of your life. Welcome to this week's episode of the 1440. We're here talking about support.
I almost forgot my name.
Yeah, we're laughing because Taylor almost forgot his name in the intro. Hi.
No,
anyways,
I said Ian. You said just.
You usually just say welcome to Kitchen Table.
No, you said hi. I'm Austin Eartham.
And
I'm Taylor Patton. Yeah. But I think I threw in the hi.
Yeah. It's all right. It's good to be welcoming. We're talking about support here. So I got a question, Taylor. You said on Tuesday about how your support system is always first and foremost you.
Yes.
And then I agreed, and then you went into the why of that. I would like you to explain.
You agreed, and then you went off. Correct.
No, I agree, but I think you were, okay, in terms of an argument, I think you were very into, like, I talked about Friends, how the TV show Friends is very like our own lives, in my opinion. Like, it's just more reality compared to what the TV show is going to be, which makes sense. But Taylor's like, I just need me, myself, and I. I was like, you do until you don't.
Because
I think you got to believe in yourself, too.
I don't. I guess I've never seen Friends. Besides what I've seen from you watching it, I've never seen it. So
cuddle up by me and watch it.
You're done with it.
Where's restart?
We got to finish 15 seasons? 10 seasons in a month and 6. Right. We're going to be nothing but watching it.
I skipped commercials, so we don't have commercials, so it's no worries.
Even better.
We can get season 1 done tonight. We can do it.
What is that even? I don't even know what I'm talking. I would just. My support system always be for first and foremost myself.
And I agree.
And then I will. In general, I will never not need, like, as in right now in my life, I don't need another person. Like, and as a support system.
So what do you do when you need help?
What do you mean when I need help? I figure it out. Or advice?
Yeah, that's still support.
Is it though?
Yeah, like when you need tech support, you call tech support.
Is it though?
Yes, you don't just figure everything out on your own. If you don't know what to do, you call your boss, or you
do I though?
Or you look it up, or you do something.
Do you though?
I've given you advice before.
Yeah.
And you said you said 3 people, and you said caffeine.
And working out.
Okay, and now those are good stress relievers and help you think clearly.
Yeah.
But I think you always need some sort of human support. Like, what do you like? I always say you have it figured out until you don't, or you don't need help until you do, or things are great until they're not.
Yeah, I just think like support, like I think support and advice are 2 different things. Like I can look up advice on how to fix my knee on the internet. That doesn't mean I'm looking up for support. Or I can look at advice on what stock to, like, Nancy Pelosi is my best friend right now. But it doesn't mean I support anything she does or look for her for support. Like, I don't text her or call her, but like, this is going on in my life. So I think advice and support are 2 different things. And that's what I'm saying, like, support when I guess I'm living such a first world problem right now. Like, I don't really have too many problems. I don't know where I'm living in a month and 3 days. Your
car breaks down on the side of the road. You're in the middle of nowhere. There's no tow trucks anywhere.
I got it.
Seriously, who would you call?
Who would I call? Probably my dad.
Okay, that's a support system.
Yes. But first, actually, if you want to go down the line, I will look up on my State Farm app and I will call my tow truck people.
Yes, and let's say they're not available. It's
No, State Farm will figure it out. I just call my State Farm line and they figure out. So State Farm is my support system. Put them on the list. No, they're probably like 8th. I'm like down bad. I'm having really down day. I
call State Farm. That's what I'm saying. If you're having a down day, who are you gonna call?
No one. I'm literally just gonna.
You're gonna mope and you're gonna call good.
I'm literally gonna do my day. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna make sure I do the things I do. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna drink my caffeine. If it's on off day, I'm probably gonna play some sort of video game or watch a movie, which I do any other day of the week.
Would you say people are more important to you now or like college?
College, they were a job.
People were a job.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the people like I was surrounded with, like everything I did at St. Stephen's essentially was a job. It was like,
Mm-hmm. What are some
but I think my support system, as in people, I leaned on more people in college than I do now. But that's because I think the availability.
Mm-hmm.
I had 15 plus friends that I either lived with or saw every day, like very close friends.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see you and Will every other week for approximately about 8 hours.
That's not our fault though.
I'm at work and I leave before y'all are up, or Will's already gone before I leave, I guess technically, most days. And then you're just getting up as I leave, or I'm already gone. And then on the weeks off, you got school or working out, or I'm working because I like extra money, you know. So it's like my support systems work. They're good. Like
What are the
because then I've coworkers I like and trust that I guess I don't have any problems at work either because nothing ever affects me that much.
and maybe we just have different values could be part of it. But what are the best times of your life? Because there are just times that stick out that like that was an awesome day, but that was a fun experience.
To Cali.
Your spring break one?
Yep. With Tristan, Justin, Will. We go back for Roller Coaster Road in Branson. Going to the zoo. Omaha Zoo, best zoo in the world. For my dad's work. There's a lot. There's a lot of great days.
Okay, so why was the California trip fun?
There's a lot of new experiences. Everything's new.
Name some of those experiences. We're gonna get down to the depth of this.
Every state going out that way I've never been to, besides Nebraska.
Okay.
We went to a tiger sanctuary, or is a big cat sanctuary, so there's all kinds of animals and that. And that was just a random trip. I've never been to any of the national parks that we went to. We went to Antelope Canyon and that, which is an awesome experience. At the big cat sanctuary, Tristan's car wouldn't start when we were leaving it. And so we were freaking out and we popped the hood and it was just the battery had unhooked. And so like him rehooking that and then still talking about that, driving through the night where it was snowing in the mountains, and then we drove out and it was like 60 degrees. Seeing the ocean, seeing the Pacific Ocean for the first time, seeing San Francisco, everything. We literally parked in the middle of San Francisco, and the first thing we walked out was like literally, essentially like very much a druggy street. Like, you watch people sell crack on the side of the road. Like we were just walking through it.
So those experiences,
Spent.
You could have had those experiences by yourself.
Yeah, like going to Arizona by myself. Awesome trip.
But would the experiences have been in California, that trip, been as good by yourself?
I don't know. How are you supposed to answer that?
That's just speculation.
Yeah, I was like, come on. How do you answer that question?
Like, I think of
going to Louisiana, that was also really cool. Going to New Orleans. I
think you're with Kyle for that.
Yeah.
I think the most fun that I've had, for instance, like kicking. One time I made like 13 goals in a soccer game, and they were like I made like a couple corner kicks. I was like 7. and it was fun not because I made the goals, but because of the reaction of people.
Yeah.
Kicked 58-yard field goal in high school, which was awesome. It's a nice experience to have, and I love kicking a 58-yard field goal. But it's awesome the response I got and how good people made me feel.
So like
It's like the support system is what makes it good. Like I always say, I want to win the Super Bowl not because I want to win the Super Bowl and make a lot of extra money and have the experience. I want to win because I want to be able to go and kiss my wife after the game as confetti's falling.
Yeah, like when I was younger, I think 8th grade maybe, we were in 3v3 tournament. I was in with my club league, and then I also signed up with my just my rec team.
Yeah.
And my rec team, we had lost, so we got 3rd place, and so we went up, got medals. But my select team we hadn't played our game to decide if we're going to championship or not yet, or going to 3rd place game. And they watched me get our 3rd place medal for my rec team.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we played right after that, and the coach said that like I that's why we had got our 3rd place game, because I missed a rec game to play my select team.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, my select team and select coach and I watched me get a medal with my rec team, and they had said like, you're not allowed to play for us, even though we played in 2 different categories. Like we played in like, it's like pretty much B League or an A League.
Yeah.
So we played in like the A League for our select team. Anyway, went in. He sat me the game to decide if we're on the championship or not. They lost, and my parents got in a huge fight, and then about it, because my mom thought my dad didn't stick up for me enough. So my dad was like, after the game, he came up and just talked to him. Anyway, we played for 3rd place, and then I scored 2 goals in the very last minute for us to get a 3rd place victory.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, my dad went, he's like, that's why you guys played in 3rd place game instead of the championship. It's because I was like the best player on our team for the select team. But that was like one of the moments where like, that was another really good day. When I don't know, I just realized like how good I was and how much nothing mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Not much that.
I used to be
I
played 3v3 with the local squad. My dad was like the coach, but I played all the guys who I was gonna play with in the future, like as my club team. I didn't know that, and I remember always playing them that everybody's like, oh, we're gonna lose, and then I would make it so like I scored like 5 goals back to back. I was like, we're in this sucker. Like I was pissed when we lost. I was like, man, come on.
Yeah.
That was like 3v3 back in the day. Man, if I could go back and play 3v3, like the Kick It 3v3 league and go to Orlando for like the championships, I would do it to this day. That was so fun. I love 3v3 because you don't have to be in shape that much, you know?
Yeah.
And like, it's just small-sided games. Oh man, the shirts were so cool. I wore it all the time. We were the kickers too.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of great days out there. I don't want to go through every single one.
It's good to have great days.
But maybe that was probably one of the days where I was like, this is 3v3. Doesn't really matter. I'm like 8 years old. I was like in 8th grade.
I was not like that. I was like, this is the life. One time, I like the 3v3 soccer tournament. I'm pretty sure that's the one I lost. I came home and had a little plastic soccer ball in the backyard, and I played for 4 more hours. I got mad when Dad was like, we gotta go in India. I was like, no, stay out of here, be goalie.
Oh yeah.
I like wanted to play forever. Yeah. Now I'm like, I need a rest.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I think we said this, I don't know if that's one or not, but like my dad's shown up to every game, like ever.
Yeah.
But my mom's mom had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I said this on
That'd be your grandma.
Yeah. I was describing what grandma it was. But yes, it would be my grandma. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Anyway, she had passed away, and we had soccer practice that night, mm-hmm. and I cried more because my dad wouldn't take me to soccer practice, and
Yeah.
then my grandma just passed away.
And then priorities.
Yeah. Then soccer was life.
Yeah, soccer's life, man. All right. Well, hopefully you guys got 1% better listening to our stories. Support matters. Don't be as dumb as us, but hey, something's got to matter. Something's got to be the priority. If you need that support system, whether it's yourself or somebody else, reminder to thank somebody, whether it's yourself or somebody else in your support system. Let them know you appreciate them, and we'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Love you. Bye.